Do you always find yourself undermining your capabilities? Do you doubt your ability to produce the kind of results that are meaningful? Do you hide yourself deliberately from opportunities? Do you live with a sense of self-doubt? Are you the kind of person who would hide themselves as and when there is an opportunity? When you know that people will probably nominate you, do you withdraw and isolate yourself? Do you live with a constant fear of things going wrong? Do you live with an anticipation of a tragedy happening? Do you feel like wherever you are, you always feel like something is going to go wrong? Do you constantly visualize the worst case scenario happening in any environment you are? As and when you are met with an opportunity to do something, do you disqualify yourself? Do you second guess yourself? Do you find excuses to not initiate conversations, to not plan dates in your relationships? Do you hide from work responsibilities? How is your relationship with your partner, your siblings, your friends, and even at work? How reliable are you? Do you constantly find excuses to not be where everyone else is because you don't want to be seen? Do you deliberately make yourself invisible? Do you find yourself exaggerating facts and information around the difficulties you face or the difficulties you anticipate? Do you live with this permanent state of anxiety that is associated with the kind of a tragedy that you are expecting? Do you live with a sense of worry? Is your life associated with worry, fear, anxiety, chaos, discord? Do you deliberately sabotage relationships because you're just too scared? You don't think that you should be the one in the relationships that you are in? Do you feel like your partner deserves someone better? Do you live with an imposter syndrome where you feel like you are not the right person for your job? Do you struggle to execute your duties at work? If that's you, it's not your fault. You see, a lot of times we live life through the memories of our childhood conditions. And so if you struggle with catastrophizing, it's highly possible that you have a memory of childhood disadvantages. You have a memory of childhood misfortunes and setbacks, unresolved disadvantages, unresolved setbacks and misfortunes. You see, the things we do not resolve, the things we don't repair, will negatively affect the quality of our lives as adults, because we will continue to experience life and relationships through the lenses of our unresolved setbacks and misfortunes and disadvantages from the past. And so you will notice that at the root of every catastrophic thinking, there is some kind of a fear and a form of a low self-esteem. It feels as if you struggle with an identity crisis. You don't believe in the person that you are, even though you have accomplished a lot of things. Probably you have even studied and you have the qualifications, you have the credentials to be everywhere you are, and yet you still doubt yourself, because anytime you look around yourself, you have a tendency of putting other people on a pedestal. You look at other people differently as to how you look at yourself. Your perception of other people is far much better as compared to your perception of yourself. You don't think that you are the person that you are. It feels like you're a ghost of some sort and that you are living someone else's life. And this is why you struggle to believe in your own capabilities. And so anytime there is an opportunity, you feel like you're going to be exposed. You feel like you're going to make a lot of mistakes and people are going to see through those mistakes and realize that you're not the person that you've been presenting yourself to be. You feel like you're acting. You feel like you're lying. And because you don't trust yourself, because of your low self-esteem and the memory of your childhood misfortunes and setbacks, you constantly live in fear. It's like you're just waiting for this one day where you're going to be exposed and your whole world is going to crash. As a matter of fact, your whole world is slowly crashing because you're doing nothing to grow and to live your life in the present. You're doing nothing to validate and to affirm your virtues. You are doing nothing to acknowledge that you are capable and that you deserve to be where you are today. Maybe you lived with unreliable people. Maybe as a child your developmental stages were sabotaged because you had to grow early in life, because you were expected to play certain roles that were not ordinarily yours as a kid, and so you didn't have an opportunity to make mistakes as a child. You didn't have an opportunity to do the things that you should have done as a kid. You learned to be responsible at an early age, and so now as an adult you constantly feel like you're just going to mess things up because you don't believe in mistakes. In your world there is no room for mistakes. And this is why you feel like you can't do certain things. This is why you feel like you are not the person for the things that the world and or maybe your partner is expecting of you. Believe me, I understand. But I also need you to know that you can heal. That doesn't have to be your reality for the rest of your life. You don't have to judge your entire existence based on your past experiences, based on your childhood setbacks. You didn't do those things to yourself. They happened to you because your parents or primary caregivers were not present enough to love you, to support you, and to affirm you. They took away your right to develop as a child, to experience your childhood. And now you live with this uncertainty because parts of your developmental stages were sabotaged and they were distorted because of the responsibilities that were laid upon you. I'm going to give you some solutions. Number one, learn to be present through meditation and mindfulness. What it means is take stock of your life. Be fully present to recognize that you have done a lot to get to where you are today and that you have earned the place that you are at right now. Meditate. Meditation will help you to connect with your authentic self. It will help you to redefine your life. It will help you to see life through the lenses of possibilities. You need to look at your life through fresh eyes. And the best way to connect with those fresh eyes is through meditation and mindfulness. In other words, you are developing a deliberate intent to be present and to recognize that you have been working so hard and that you are worthy of everything that you have today and that you are capable of too many things. As you begin to meditate, you will listen to yourself and you connect to your authentic self, and your inner witness will begin to witness to you. You realize that you have been hiding yourself from this world that is rich with many possibilities. Number two, practice a lot of exercising. You can do yoga, you can do any other kind of exercising that you think you are good at. Practice a lot of exercising and journaling. It is necessary that you take the time to journal. And I want you to deliberately take the time to journal all of your accomplishments. Start keeping a record of your accomplishments. Have them somewhere in your stick-on cards. Have them somewhere in your car, in your house. Just deliberately walk around with something that reminds you of everything that you have accomplished. Maybe not everything, but at least have something that reminds you of the last 5 accomplishments. Because since you're struggling with the memory of your setbacks, you need something that you can use as a counter argument against every setback that you have not resolved from the past. And yes, you're going to take the time to heal your past. But in the meantime, let's identify with what you have accomplished so that you have something that is ready to defend you from your self-doubt and self-hate. You need it. And as you begin to focus on the things that you've accomplished, slowly you begin to go back to your old self and start engaging with that old self, the younger version of yourself that is still stuck in the place of setbacks and misfortunes, so that you can help that child realize that you did it. You did it. You are no longer in that place. You are no longer trapped. If at all, the only thing that is standing in your way now is the memory of that which happened to you in the past. But you can heal that memory by recognizing that you have been putting a lot of work and effort into developing yourself, and that you are somewhere better today, and that you have too many options. You are no longer the child that was trapped and living at the mercy of unhealthy adults. You have become your own adult today, and so you can become your own parent. You can become your own wise parent and friend. You no longer need the validation and acceptance of those that could not love you back then, those that were not reliable back then. You can be your own friend. You can be your own parent. But you have to be present. Also learn to pray. Take the time to pray. Take the time to pray and develop a true sense of gratitude. Be present to be grateful for your life today. Live your life today. Learn to celebrate yourself. Give yourself flowers. Don't wait for other people to come in and celebrate you. Learn to give yourself flowers. Learn to be present enough to look in the mirror and say, congratulations, you did it. You need to hear yourself say it because no one else has been saying it to you. You need to hear yourself say these things. Learn to say to yourself, congratulations, you did it. And maybe you owe yourself an apology on behalf of all the people that did not, celebrate you, on behalf of all the people that did not validate you and affirm your strengths, on behalf of everyone else that failed to show up for you. Maybe you owe yourself an apology, and it's a very simple apology. Just write yourself a note, or maybe look yourself through the mirror and tell yourself this. I am so sorry that nobody saw that you're always a good person. Nobody was there to celebrate you. I am sorry that people didn't realize that they had a gift around them. I am sorry that you had to go through all that. But I'm grateful that you survived all of it. I appreciate you for being here with me today. And I need you to know that I am here with you and for you. And I will never let anybody else disrespect you, disregard you, ignore you, and belittle you. I promise to experience this life with you. I promise to show up for you more than anybody else has ever showed up for us. I promise to give this life meaning. And I promise to do this life with you. I am so grateful that I get this opportunity to be here with you today, to experience this version of you today. I thank you for every work that you have put into us being here and being the person that we have become. And I thank you for the work that we are going to put as we continue to pursue more out of this life. I need you to know that I trust you. I believe in you. I trust us. I believe in us. I am confident of everything we are doing because I know that whatever we are doing is for us and we have our best intentions. We have our best interests at heart. I'm sorry for everything that was never said to you. And I'm sorry for everything wrong that was said to you. They didn't believe in you. But somehow I always believed in you. Which is why I'm still here with you today. Thank you so much for being here with me. And thank you for not giving up on us. I need you to start saying this to yourself every day so that you can begin to see the quality of your relationship with yourself evolve into something stronger, something effective, something meaningful, something that is truly satisfying to you. And as you begin to develop your confidence, as you begin to develop a new sense of self-worth, you will slowly begin to realize that your life has always been filled with too many possibilities that you have always been capable. It's just that you were struggling to let go of the memory of everything wrong that happened to you, the good that you didn't get as a kid. But now that you have healed and repaired the memory of your past, you are able to give a new meaning to your future by being present today and living in this moment as if it's all that you have to do, as if today is all that you have. Give everything that you can today. And when you take care of today, you realize that today will take care of tomorrow. Your only responsibility is to take care of today. If you genuinely care about yourself, give yourself permission to be fully present, to enjoy this moment, and everything else will take care of itself. May God bless you.